It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, I'm excited for this episode because we're going back to music from the gaming tradition, and it's going to be a fun one. I've been including music from video games here on the channel for about a year and a half. We started with Virgil's theme from the Devil May Cry 5 video game, and most recently we heard Dragonborn from Skyrim, and we've had others in there as well. Some music from Doom, some music from Halo. I can't remember all the others, but I've really enjoyed getting into these video game themes, especially the boss themes, or these themes that are written for specific characters. And we've got a boss theme coming up today, y'all. I'm going to be taking a look at Megalovania from the game Undertale. This comes to us from developer and composer Toby Fox, who has created the game and the music. So this guy is really talented here. The game dates from 2015 as an independent role-playing game, and this piece is reserved for the final boss theme of the game as our character fights against Sans. S-A-N-S is the character that we fight against. So one of my patrons who has played this game has provided me with some great background information. So I'm going to share what Dale has said. He says there are 4 routes that you can opt to play through in Undertale depending on how you want to interact with the game. There's a neutral, pacifist, hard, and genocide setting. In all of them, one of the first characters you encounter is this skeleton named Sans, who may or may not be a monster plotting to kill you, but is definitely a lazy prankster who cannot be bothered to take anything seriously. But he shows up in odd places and times, and things just don't quite add up around him. After playing the other 3 routes, including Pacifist, where you avoid killing anyone, gameplay lets you end combat without fighting. So that's one thing. You can play the Pacifist mode and not kill anybody. There's also the option to take the genocide route, where essentially the player that you play becomes the villain of the game and you're out to kill everybody. So at the end of that route, the genocide route, as you're walking to confront the king of monsters and end the game, Sans appears out of nowhere and initiates the single hardest battle of the entire game while Megalovania plays in the background. The combination of whimsical gameplay that lets players really connect with the Undertale world, the unexpected nature of Sans' brutal fight sequence, which takes an incredible amount of practice, he says, and skill to evade his attacks, and finally reach a point where you can respond back to this guy. So all of these things has made the fight and its backing track, Megalovania, part of modern gaming legend. So that really sets us up for what this is going to be. I'm excited to get to it. I don't think I've heard from an independent game or independent composer here doing his own thing. So this is going to be fun. It's got tons of views on YouTube, y'all. It came out, or it was posted to YouTube in 2019, and it's already got over 124 million views. So once again, friends, in this type of music, I am late to the party, but I'm glad to be continued to be invited here. So let's get to it. Megalovania from Toby Fox and Undertale. Off we go. Okay. Goes down by step, to half step, then flat 6, flat 7 to 1. Right? We'll come back to that theme. That's really cool. it's less overwhelming and like big than I was thinking. It's really groovy and full of motion. Whoa. That's flat 6 to flat 7. 1 D minor and D flat, E flat. Are they doing a double leading tone to D? That's D. We're in 4. But that rhythm just keeps churning as a kind of motive. Just your simple flat 6, flat 7 to 1. Gets down to that B flat through some chromatic notes on the way down. That's really cool. It's almost a dance track, y'all, if it was redone. And I know there's multiple versions of this. Down to C. To B flat, C. Into this flat 6, flat 7 to 1, and then bom, bom, bom. That's weird, y'all. Huh. Double leading tone around that tonic note. Interesting to hear what this sounded like with halftime underneath it, just to do a different feel. And that same theme is plotted over all of those chords as it resolves down until it gets to this and it's something different. Meanwhile, the graphics are quite simple, right? The graphics that we've been looking at, they're not like 3D immersive worlds. It's kind of an old school way of gaming, looks like. So that theme has been with Toby for a long time, it seems like, y'all. That's really cool. Let's break this down a little bit first. Y'all, he's in D minor. I hear so it's to the D to the A, then it's ba da dee ba dee dum. So I hear that flat 5 coming down as a chromatic note. Sol, do, se, fa, me, do, re, do, me, fa, do, me, fa. That's it. It's kind of pentatonic with the chromatic passing tone in it, which is why it works. And so on, right? I skipped the B. I went straight to the B flat. Sorry. But that's really a relatively simple little motive that he's got going there that can be repeated over all of these different notes. And it's based on that pentatonic scale with the little chromatic passing tone, which gives it its flair, part of its flair and its personality there, right? Quite fun. All of these gaming pieces are pieces that are designed to kind of catch your ear, it seems like, and keep you in that realm and in that moment as you're going there, and it just kind of continues as long as you're there, right? Really, really neat. So apparently Toby has used this theme before. He originally penned it back in 2008, and it originated in his Earthbound Halloween hack. I'm not sure what that means, but that's what I read. He later included it in the webcomic Homestruck soundtrack, and then this rendition made its appearance for Undertale in 2015, and then it was later used in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in 2019. And I wonder if this is even the one that I listened to. Y'all, did I listen to the wrong one? Because the version on YouTube that I listened to was posted to YouTube in 2019. Is it the wrong one? Let me look at this. It's longer. It's 5 minutes and 13 seconds, but it says Undertale Megalovania. So I wonder if the piece has been just utilized in different areas in different ways, and people understand that or people notice that. I don't know. I'm not in this world, y'all. All I can tell you is what the music sounds like, and I think it's pretty darn cool, as usual with all of these video game pieces. So it's cool to get into Undertale a little bit. Megalovania, it's like Megalomania or Maniac and like Transylvania all in one. So it's got a little bit of mania and a little bit of vampire in it, and it serves as a big boss theme as we're battling against the evil skeleton Sans. It's almost Skeletor. No, that's a different game or a different TV show. Oh man, this is fun to go back into these, y'all. If you have a piece from a piece of gaming that you would like me to take a look at, send me an email. It's thedailydug@gmail.com, or put it in the comments here. I would be happy to take a look at your suggestions. But I believe that's going to be all for today, my friends. I thank you very much for being with me. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.